country headed in the wrong direction. Remember that 77% have mentioned cyber. The second thing was then mentioned by 11% was poor governance and rampant corruption. And then there are other things that were mentioned that were lower, that included bad politics. We've seen that already in terms of, high office, very uncomfortable politics. Politics, they're massive. This is what they're saying. They make the country head in the wrong direction. Unemployment, poverty, poor infrastructure, increased insecurity and crime, lack of cohesion in the country. Those are the reasons they gave. For those people, the 12% who are happy with the direction the country is taking, the main reason they gave, half of them gave that it was that. So 54% of the 12% who are happy with the direction the country is taking said that the reason why they're happy is because they see the country. But the other things that they mentioned, for those minorities who the country head in the right direction, they mentioned good infrastructure. They mentioned that the evolution has made a difference in the country. They mentioned the cost of living is affordable for them. And there are those people who are not able to think in terms of cost of living. Imagine. They mentioned the executive is working. They say education as a tool. The country is actively fighting corruption. Their candidate is in power and healthcare. So that then gives you in a nutshell the first question in terms of the build-up of the questionnaire and talking to voters, what their perceptions were with the direction of the country. The second thing we asked them is, would you kindly then mention to us the 3 key issues that concern you as a Kenyan that you would like addressed as a matter of prayer? What 3 things are pinching or affecting you or concern you the most that you want Kenyans to address? This, of course, then gives every single politician today an inkling of what they should be talking to us about, on their campaign plans when they come to the grassroots to talk to us. The first thing, again, not surprising, 64% mentioned the high cost. So, in essence, we can't ignore the fact that the high cost of living is plaguing us, is hurting, is straining, and something needs to be done about it. Any presidential candidate that knows the fact that Kenyans are suffering and thinks it's just a story that they're thinking should speak to them. We need to hear from their manifestos, and we need to understand from their campaign agendas very simple manner what it is they're going to do as soon as they get in to ensure that certain things are done that reduce the cost of it. And yes, we understand that there is a global problem in terms of inflation, but we are Kenya and we want local solutions for our local problems. The second thing that Kenyans want to deal with as a matter of priority, aside from the cost of living, is the issue of infrastructure, transport, roads, and infrastructure. It's something that Kenyans mentioned as a high priority. There are places that we see great roads, but many of us come from villages or from areas where once the tarmac ends, it will take you forever to get to your home. And this is what Kenyans are saying. Let it not be just what we see, but that we can see infrastructure up to those areas that take us long. So we are not suffering, but we can get very good infrastructure in urban areas, and we're suffering in some of the rural areas where we all suffer, and we know the issues that we are there. But when you have good infrastructure, then your facility can start doing good. Things can run smoothly. The third thing that was mentioned was unemployment. COVID data, there are those who are now not able to be employed, there are those who are unemployed, and we have all these people coming out of universities and colleges, tertiary and otherwise, who don't have any kind of find employment. Can these people tell us, are they found governor, whether it's the legislature going to be our MP, and certainly the presidential candidate, in a manner that makes sense to us, what are you going to do with employment for all our young people who are looking for jobs? For all those people who lost their jobs, for all those people who have the skills and have the competence and capability right now are unemployed, so that you may find someone with a degree but is not able to do anything and therefore becomes a security guard. You may find them walking in the streets. What is it that instead of just pandering to the young? It pains me to say this, that in the 21st century, in a country that claims to be a developing country such as Kenya, and even in one of the most developed cities in Africa, that is Nairobi, the fourth biggest concern for us right now, honestly, can be access to. So while they talk about many, many things, can our politicians tell us how they're going to ensure that we're not buying water in Nairobi? That those people back home, our relatives back home, are not struggling to look for water because this is a basic necessity. It's absolutely ridiculous. So as they tell us these many other big things they want to do, can they tell us what they're going to do in the 21st century in a country that is claiming to be a developing country about access to clean water? And you don't have to go very far. Just here in our neighborhood in Nairobi, people are struggling to buy water from water fountains. Is it because they're cartel? Is it by design or by default that they don't have water? But certainly, people are struggling right now to get access to something like this. We have seen it as a key concern being mentioned time and again. As they launch very many projects, I am praying that somehow we as media, we as opinion shapers, can get our political class to tell us about a simple thing like that. So the top four things that Kenyans are concerned about in a nutshell, before I say the others, high cost of living. Tell us what you're going to do to solve our problem that is pinching our wallets right now, that makes it impossible for us to make it. Secondly, give us roads that are not superficial, that's not the roads that are in the urban areas. We also want to see roads where we come from, where they are, or indeed in certain places where they are possible. Let it not be that roads are only being paved and done well where unemployment is a big issue. I have mentioned that is number 3 thing. And then thing 4, which is very critical to us, ridiculous. But other than that, that's the tier 1 of problems, in my opinion. The second tier of problems, 23% we have access to healthcare. Then we have 15% who mention corruption. We have 12% who mention security and crime. We have another 12% who mention quality of education, and we have another 12% who mention the cost of living. That becomes tier 2 key problems or key issues that need to be dealt with. That these people in their podiums need to be telling us about for the campaign that they're in. What are you going to do about it? What are you? How are these different solutions that exist in the wonderful manifesto? What are you going to do about corruption? What are you going to do about insecurity and crime? The quality of education and the cost that we're seeing right now. Parents are crying that they don't know how they're going to pay their fees for this term that has just started. How are they going to ensure that parents can afford this quality of education? And then, for Pete's sake, there are so many costs for people who are starting and doing business. Taxation is quite high in Kenya. The cost of doing business is a key concern for me. But there are other concerns that they mentioned, which I'll now say are tier 3 concerns. These include poverty reduction, economic issue, empowerment of youth and women, bad politics, which we have mentioned before as one of the reasons they think that it's headed in the wrong direction, sewage and sanitation, equal distribution of resources, electricity supply, land issues, environmental conservation, and agriculture. Who is responsible for the difficulties in terms of the economic difficulties? Who is responsible for the economic difficulties? There are people who have said governance is not going to be an issue in this election. There are people who have said boldly that corruption is not going to be an issue. But then Kenyans, these voters, 22 million of them are represented in this survey, have said that would 9% of them say, or half of them say, the reason that we are struggling today is poor governance. The second reason that that we're struggling, as mentioned by 29% of Kenyans, is corruption. So you cannot run away from the issue of governance. We need to understand from our leaders, how do you intend to govern us and ensure that you have structured and systems in place that will deal properly, fair and squarely with corruption, will deal with cartel, will deal with all the things that make us sometimes feel that we are lost, we have nothing, we have no say as Kenyans, because we need to understand how this is. So having told you about the state of the country, let me now move to the politics of the day and the issue of elections. First and foremost, the first thing, in the first part of the survey, we talk to everyone. Okay, so that's how we talk to everyone. We then get to the point where we now ask about the intention to vote. And everything after that is only asked of those people who say what? Who say they're voting. So the first question you then asked in the second part, so the first part is for everyone, whether you intend to vote or not, as a registered voter. The second part, of the questionnaire, then is limited and we ask, do you intend to vote in the forthcoming elections? And 93% said yes. May not result in 93% of voting. What it is telling us, which is told us in the past, is that we will probably have more high voter turnout. Last election, we had 78%. We can probably populate that it may be at those same levels. So those are high levels. Anything can happen now and then to affect about 10% of the vote. But in essence, what our numbers are telling us is that the intention is very high. What are the overall presidential popularities? Currently, we have Raila at 43%, we have Ruto at 37%, we have the undecided 16%, and then we have George Wajakoya coming in at 4%, and we have David Wahiga, who is the fourth presidential ticket at 0.1%. Okay? In essence, if we were to translate this, it's still a two-horse race. There, 37 for Ruto, it is 43 for Raila, it is 15% undecided, it is only 4% for Wajakoya. Significant from zero, or nothing as we were seeing before, 4%. So it's something that one should take note of, and then we have 0.1% for Wahiga. But in essence, if we were to translate those directly into votes, removing the people who said that they are not going to vote, so 93%, 98%, 93%, yeah, then we would say that if we translated the 43%, Raila would today have 9.4 million. Okay? This is against the in July, he has 9.4 million votes. In June, when we did the survey last time you were here, he had 9.3. He's only gained 1%. Ruto has lost only 1%. So in June, he had 8.4 million votes. Currently, he is standing at about 8.1 million votes. We have seen that the undecided is where things have changed. In June, the undecided was at 4.4 million. It's now gone down to 3.6 million. And guess who has benefited from the undecided? If we were just to translate directly, it has got to change. Okay? If we look at the results by region, I'll try to take that very quickly because I don't have that much time. Let us start off with the coast. Coast currently has approximately 2 million votes, 1.963 million votes. That's about 2 million votes. The highest number of votes there is actually Mombasa at 641,000, and the lowest is in Lamu, which has 81,000 votes. What are the current dynamics of the coast? We see that Raila is still leading in Mombasa with 46%, but the undecided is very high in Mombasa. Undecided in Mombasa is currently standing at 20%. George Wajakoya has come in and he has 7% in Mombasa. Okay? Ruto has 27%. Raila Raila has 51%, in Kwale, Ruto has 25, Wajakoya has 6, undecided. In Kilifi, Raila has 52, Ruto has 26, Wajakoya has 4, Wahiga has come in 0.4, and undecided is 7. We see a very close race in Tana River, 40 for Raila, 43 for Ruto, 6% for Wajakoya. And then we have in Lamu, 46% for Raila, 29% for Ruto, and undecided 6%. We have in Taita Taveta, Raila at 57%, Ruto at 25%, and we have 14% for the undecided. In total, therefore, Raila currently has 49% of the post. Ruto has 27%, undecided has 18%, and George Wajakoya has 5%, Wahiga has 2%. In a nutshell, what I mean is interesting. As in you and Raila, stronghold, but we have battlegrounds. One place that seems to be panning out for us is the battleground from the numbers we see because of the high undecided woman. Whereas Raila is at 46, we have an undecided of 20, and we have Ruto at 37. If the undecided was by any chance, we all go to Ruto, that makes us put that as a potential battleground. The other battlegrounds at the coast are Tana River, where we have Ruto at 43, we have Raila at 40, and then we also see where else. So right now it is those. Last time we said it was Kwale, and we said Lamu, and we said Tana River. The three places were actually battlegrounds. What has changed now? We have seen that Kwale has moved from 42% for Raila to 51%, then changing from a battleground to strongholds. And we've also seen a flip in Lamu. Last time in Lamu, we saw that Ruto was at 43%, Raila was at 34%. Currently, Ruto is at 26%, 29%, and Raila is at 39%. So Lamu is slowly becoming Raila. Northern Kenya, what are the overall numbers? Last time we said Raila was at 54, Ruto was at 29. It has not changed significantly. Currently, Raila is at 52%, Ruto is at 30%, Wajakoya has come in 4%, and they are decided. What are the battlegrounds in northern Kenya? We're seeing right now that the battlegrounds are Marsabit and Isiolo. Whilst Marsabit and was a stronghold for Raila in June, it isn't right now. We are seeing 41-40. So Raila is at 40 and Ruto is at 41. We see that in Isiolo, Ruto was at 50 in June, Raila was at 37. Currently, they are neck to neck. So Raila is at 42 in Isiolo, Ruto is at 41. What we have seen as significant changes to take note of is that Marsabit has flipped. It is now more pro-Ruto than it is pro-Raila. We're seeing changes in Isiolo, as I've mentioned, and we're also seeing Turkana. In Turkana, the last time we saw Raila only had 42%, Ruto was at 34%. Right now, we see changes in Turkana. Raila has moved from 42 to 57% support, and Ruto has gone down from 34 to 26. Okay? Lower Eastern. If you remember the last time you were here, Lower Eastern was such that we had not factored in Kalonzo. The Kalonzo factor was happening as we were having the press conference. So our numbers, therefore, did not factor in it going back to the polls. And at that time, Raila was at 41% in Lower Eastern, and we mentioned that as a claim. Ruto was at 32%, the undecided was at 21%, and others was at 6%. Okay? What do we now see? We see Raila has gained from Kalonzo's coming back. Kalonzo has brought back his 13% support to Lower Eastern. It translates to about 208,000 votes. That brings the overall percent of support for Raila in Lower Eastern to 54 from 41. And Ruto has lost, is now at 25 from 32. And then we see George Wajackoya has gained at 3% Lower Eastern. The undecided has moved from 21 to 17 currently. So this we can now, without fear of contradiction, say it's primarily Raila strong. That's the way. Mount Kenya region, in June when we were here together, we said, I said to you that Mount Kenya is the whole Ruto strong. That has not changed. It is still a Ruto strong. Commanded 52% in Central in June. It's currently commanding 55% in Central. So Ruto has get 3% in Central. And guess what? Raila has lost 3% in Central. Whilst Raila was at 27 in June, is currently at 24% support in Mount Kenya. And then we see Wajackoya has 4% support. Wahiga, David Wahiga has 0.2%. The undecided has moved from 20% to 60%. Okay? What are we saying in a nutshell? One, Mount Kenya is a stronghold. The changes in the county are there. There are percentages everywhere that has changed. Ruto has gained 3%. Raila has lost 3%. Ruto has gained significantly in Embu. He has gained in Laikipia. He has also gained in Murang'a. Where you see Raila, showing strongly is in Meru, where he has 32% support. We see him strong in Tharaka-Nithi, where he has 28% support. We also see him strong in Kiambu, where he has 28% support. Relatively strong. It's not that he's stronger than he is. But in essence, across the board, in mountain region. What about South Rift? South Rift, we have 4 counties. We have Narok, we have Kajiado, we have Kericho, we have Bomet. A total of about 1.7 million voters in that part. And what we see is interesting dynamics. The last time we were here, we saw Raila at 42, Ruto at 43. We now see in July, Ruto is at 43. It's still at 43, but Raila has gained from its 42 to 48%. George Wajackoya is at 4% and Raila is at 5%. We see in Kajiado a complete split. When we were here in June, Kajiado was more for Ruto at 45%. Raila was at 32%, the undecided was at 23%. Currently, Raila is leading in Kajiado with 49%. Ruto has dropped to 29% in Kajiado. Wajackoya is at 6%, and they are decided for 70%. Kericho, Bomet, those are in disputed strong. Ruto commands 78% in Bomet, and he controls 71% in Kericho. Raila has 11% in Kericho. He has 10% in Bomet. Overall, therefore, in South region, we currently see that Ruto has dropped from 61% in June to 54% support. Raila has gained, it was at 24, currently at 30%. The undecided has moved from 15 to 11, and Wajackoya has gained 5%. Okay? In a nutshell, what is the battleground? It's where the fight is closest. The fight is going to be closest as we speak now in the election trial today in Narok, where we have close, close percentage in Raila. But we see gains for Raila in any case. In Narok and Kajiado, a complete split in Kajiado, Ruto is strong and North Rift, about 2.8 million voters. We have West Pokot in North Rift, we have Nandi, we have Baringo, and Elgeyo Marakwet, Uasin-Gishu, Nakuru, and Samburu. Those are the counties. Okay. The highest basket in Nakuru is about 1 million. And the lowest, what I see here, is in Samburu, about 100,000. Okay. Where are the dynamics? Again, he was commanding 50% in June, he's currently commanding 58%. Small difference. Raila has 24, gained 4% from the 20 he had in June. Wajakoya has 3%, and then we have undecided from 19 to 14%. What are the dynamics with regards to the counties? What we see is that West Pokot is now probably an indisputed leading strong. He was commanding 48% popularity in June. Currently, he has moved to 58%. Raila is at only 26%, dropped from 31. I don't know what will change in the next 2 weeks. Samburu is a battleground. It is small in terms of the voter numbers, but indeed it was 42-43, 42 for Ruto, 43 for Raila in Samburu in June. Right now it is 44 for Raila, 41 for Ruto in Samburu, and decided 52%. Uasin Gishu is a Ruto zone, 59%, currently at 54, but we also see that Raila has moved from 17 to 23%. Elgeyo Marakwet, 68%. Nandi, 73%. Baringo, 53%. What we are still maintaining as another potential battleground is Nakuru, where Ruto is at 48, Raila is at 30, they are decided is at 17, Wajakoya has come in and taken 5% of the popularity. Okay, so in a nutshell, what are the battlegrounds? Samburu in North Rift and Nakuru. Raila Ruto has gained without a doubt, right? What is happening in West? 2.6 million vote basket, 4 counties, 5 counties. We've included Trans Nzoia, so we have Kakamega, we have Vihiga, we have Bungoma, we have Trans Nzoia, then we have with the highest number of voters in Kakamega, we have 804,000, and then we have Bungoma currently 606,000. What do we see? It is a Raila stronghold traditionally. Last time he had 48%, currently dropped to 46%. This particular area has the highest undecided as a region on its own. Because I'm going to show you undecided as a matrix with all the others, and you see the numbers change. But if you just look at Western on its own, 26% of those in Western right now are undecided. That is significant. Okay? What do we see with regards to the regions? We see that in Trans Nzoia, Raila is currently at 40, Ruto is at 32. He's gained, an edge on Ruto. Ruto was in June at 41, leading at 41, Raila was at 34. So it's almost flipped. So right now we see that it is actually Raila leading with about 8% in Trans Nzoia. We also see that in Vihiga, Raila was at 49, he's currently at 42. Ruto was at 29, he's currently at 33. George Wajakoya coming in at 3%, and there's still 22% who are at 5. So Vihiga, therefore, now also turns out to us as a battleground. Okay? Bungoma, the last time we were here together, Ruto was leading in Bungoma at 43%, Raila was at 36, and the undecided is at 21. What are we seeing now? They are neck to neck. So Raila is at 35, Ruto is at 36, and the undecided has gone up to 26, and we see Wajakoya with 6%. Where is there significant enough lead? We see significant enough lead for Raila in Kakamega with 53%. Ruto only has 14%, and undecided is higher, 9. And we see Wajakoya with 4%. We also see Raila leading significantly in Busia, where he has 59% support. Ruto is at 17%, and the undecided is at 21, Wajakoya is at 2. So in essence, they're saying it is a traditional Raila stronghold, but with 3 battleground counties, that is Trans Nzoia, Vihiga, and Bungoma, then maybe a potential battleground. Nyanza, that is a disputed from a stronghold. Is leading Gaya 81%, 81, Homa Bay 82, Gori 75, Kip 51 from 57, Nyamira is 52 from 59. Gained across the board, except in his home county of Gaya, where he had 90% support in June. It has gone down by about 9%, 51, 47% right now saying that decided, 3% saying to vote for Majakoya in Gaya, and 9%. They had shared in Nairobi, the figures therefore not change. 49% vote for Raila in Nairobi, 30% vote for Raila in Nairobi, and Majakoya has come in. They have decided to send the voter basket sample. Okay. So I hope you have the figures and you now know who is in where, but let me just consolidate it because I've taken you through it, county, region by region, and actually taken you through, believe it or not, all the different. Okay? But if we now consolidate it by region, who's leading where? Raila has 49% at the coast. William Ruto has 27. George Majakoya has 5. They are decided currently at the coast is 18%. In Northern, Raila has 52%. Ruto has 13%. Majakoya has 4%. Wahiga has nothing. Undecided is 50%. I need to mention there that in coast, David Wahiga had 0.4%. Lower Eastern, Raila has 54%, Ruto has 25%, Wajakoya has 3%, David Wahiga has 0.1%, and decided. In Mountain Region, Raila has 24%, Ruto has 55%, Wajakoya has 4%, David Wahiga has 0.2%, and they are decided. In South Ridge, Raila Odinga has 30%, William Ruto has 55%, George Wajakoya has 4%, David Wahiga has 0.2%, and the undecided is 15%. In South Ridge, Raila has 30%, William Ruto has 58%, George Wajakoya has 3%, David Wahiga has 0.1%, and the undecided is 50%. In Nyanza, Raila has 73%, Ruto has 11%, George Wajakoya 3%, David Wahiga 0.1%, undecided is 12%. In Western, Raila has 46%, William Ruto has 11%, George Wajakoya has 3%, David Wahiga has 0.1%, and undecided is 12%. Western, Raila has 46%, William Ruto has 11%, George Wajakoya has 3%, David Wahiga has 0.1%, and undecided is 26%, as I mentioned. Nairobi, 49 for Raila, 30 for Ruto, 5% for Wajakoya, 0.3% for David Wahiga, and undecided has 20%. So in a nutshell, where do we end up? 43 for Raila, 37 for Ruto, 4% for George Wajakoya, 0.1% for David Wahiga, and undecided currently starts. Who's lost, who's gained? I think I've already mentioned that, but in a nutshell, if we start with coast, Raila has lost nothing. Look at the region as a whole, Ruto lost 2%. In Northern, Raila has gained 3%, so has lost 2%. In Lower Eastern, Raila gained that alone goes 13%, Ruto lost 7%. In Mount Kenya, Raila has lost 3%, Ruto has gained 3%. In South Ridge, Raila has gained 5%, Ruto has lost 5%. In North Ridge, Raila has gained 4%, Ruto has gained 2%. In Nyanza, Raila gained nothing, Ruto lost 1%. In Western, Raila lost 2%, Ruto lost 3%. In Nairobi, Raila lost 1%, Ruto lost nothing. Overall, Raila gave 1, Ruto gave 1, lost 1. The difference is the same. There have been very few changes, but you can see there's no more changes that then balance out the variance. Okay? This undecided that is 16%. If we now remove that undecided, if we then translate it to absolute voter numbers and then look at it as own universe, what does it translate to? So that we are clear. If we then look at the undecided, we take the different percentages and translate them to voter numbers. At the polls in northern, the 26% that was in western. Remember that we are now using the voter numbers for those particular regions, so that the 16% undecided in central would be higher than the 25% undecided in western. Are we together? We're together. Then what we do see is that if we just look at it consolidated as regions, currently 21% of all those who are undecided are in the mountains. Okay? 9% are the coast, 5% are in northern, 8% are in lower eastern, 8% are in southeast, northwest commands 13% of the total undecided. Nyanza commands 14% of the total undecided. Western has 12% of the total undecided, and Nairobi has 11%. Come on, you now remove the undecided, you're looking at it as its own universe, and if by taking the different percentage of people who are undecided in each one of those counties and then all those regions, then this is how it comes out that the highest undecided that we have right now in absolutes is actually in the mountain. Okay? If we look at it by age bracket, so we've now taken all the different age groups, then the highest undecided of the total undecided that we have is 38% in the age bracket of 27 and 25. Shouldn't surprise you. These are the people who are coming out of college, leaving the confines of the comfortable end of their parents, getting married, starting jobs, and the high cost of living plagues them more than anybody. Because even the start of salary is not high enough that it can make it. So 38% of the undecided are within the age group of 27 to 25. Anybody who wants to get the undecided should be speaking to that fast before they speak. I think it's everybody. Okay? And then what is interesting is the last time we were here, 62% of those who are undecided were female. Right? The running mates have just at that point, I think, been announced. Not too many people or days before. What we now see is that has changed. The majority of undecided have become men. Have the women decided because of that? You get with a smile. But certainly the undecided has reduced from 62% of women to 47% of women, and right now the undecided is 53%. Okay. In closing, I'm done. If we look at popularity by political parties, then we see that most of ODM supporters, 93%, support Raila and Karua. Most of UDA supporters, 92%, support Ruto and Gachagua. Jubilee supporters, 87% of them support Raila. 7% support Ruto and 1% support Wajakoya. White Party, 86% support Raila, 5% support Ruto, 1% support Wajakoya. And because right now we have Wiper at 2% overall support for popularity, the same as Roots Party is also here. So Roots Party, 89% of those support the Roots Party, support George Wajakoya, and that's their presidential candidate, and 5% of support Raila, 1% support William. Which is the most popular political party? UDF 33%, ODM at 31%, Jubilee at 4%, Youth Party is at 2%, Wiper Democratic Party is also at 2%. All those others consolidated only come up to 4%. There are 6% who said they don't want to tell us the party they support, and 80% told us they don't support it. If we look at political alliances, then popularity for those alliances to the popularity of the presidential ticket. So as a mere one Kenya alliance, that was 3%, which is the same as the popularity for the Raila Kandua ticket. Kenya Kwanza is at 38%, which is the same as 37% for the Ruto Gachagua ticket. And then you see that in terms of those don't support any alliance, and those are reduced to 1.4%. That brings me to the end of my presentation. If you have any questions about that. Yes. Come close. Don't be shy.
Probably tell us first of all,
So now you want to know the methodology for data collection. First of all, the methodology for data collection for all our polls currently is computer generated. Please take time before you leave, and you're lucky enough, the call center is completely active right now. So take time, and they're actively conducting popularity of people for various counties. So take time to go and see, talk to the supervisors in there, ask them how this is done, and you will then somehow come to interact with the call center. The telephone numbers are consolidated from database from the various many calls that we have done in the past. So that is how we collect our data with the telephone numbers. From that database, we're able to then determine who is where, what, etc., and is likely to participate in a plan. Okay? Remember that the first question we ask this guy is, are you a registered voter? It is a screening question. So at first, we don't know. The algorithm is that you just randomly select from the database. Yeah? That database then allocates numbers to different voters. And then, once they tell us and confirm they're registered voters, they will then tell us their details, where they're registered, and then we also ask them whether they're likely. At the point that they tell us they're likely to vote, continue with the interview. I hope that clarifies how this is. So it's a shared process. Please make time, guys, now that you're here. Very few minutes, there are 3 concepts. Go and see how the data is doing and get to understand and ask the questions. Yeah? They're conducting, I believe, Simon, they're conducting programs. Yeah? Yes.
my name is Leonard from West. My question is, what is the likely cause of the switch in popularity between the two major candidates in the area? Is it the rallies? Because we see when Raila comes from Western, Ruto goes back. The rally is doing the magic.
I think in campaign dynamics, when you're going out to get the vote, which is actually called OTV, go out to get the vote, what happens is you have to have a different dynamic that constitutes ground game. Yeah. One of those that we never ourselves get to see is the ground game that is done through the small kampunjis and also the door-to-door. What then we are able to see is what consolidates all that activity that has been done. I think what has happened in some of the areas where you see clips is that indeed they interact with information. Let's not cheat politicians. They consume this data like it is. Okay? They consume it. They spread it. Spread it apart. And when they see there's opportunity, they go to it. Okay? What then happens is that perhaps the people that are mandated to campaign on the ground there are asked to do various things before consolidating with a rally. So a rally is a consolidation of different things that have happened in the ground. So therefore, it is not just the rally, but indeed all other dynamics that take place. Indeed, really, from my own experience and observation, what tends to work is the ground game that is more interactive with the voter, so that you're talking to people one-to-one and they can ask you questions. They can't ask you questions in a rally. Rally is the way of the filter. It's a consolidation. Before that consolidation and those people come here, they're probably gone to public. They've gone and talked to people those people. But indeed, what they've done is concentrated in those areas where they feel they can get them.
Said at something now we got now.
I think we talked about the undecided. We said who the undecided are. So in essence, the undecided is very high in specific areas. But the first thing you do, which is a no-brainer, if you have undecided in your hitherto stronghold, yeah, you go to the girlfriend that goes, you move the lady that goes and was likely to marry you, than the one who has no idea, right? Or even hate you, correct? So the first thing to do, go to the lady who loves you. Endear yourself to that lady, that's your soul. That person knows you and is likely to be endeared to you than that lady who hated you and disrespected you in the first place and had no inclination of another. You will go to that lady later to start selling yourself. But as a first, that's an analogy. from the outset, you start with your strongholds, correct? You go where you have low heart. Then you can now move on to your background, where some people may be likely to vote for it because they are decided in high in those places. So some of them may be endeared, but indeed, the likelihood that they will be endeared to the person for whom that place is a strong is higher than it is. Are we together? So that's one. Secondly, understand the issues that are affecting people, so that we are not just pandering to the gallery, but we are speaking to the issues we mentioned, Brenda. There is no way you're going to endear yourself to the undecided when you don't talk about the high cost of living. You don't talk about infrastructural development. You don't talk about employment creation, and certainly you don't talk about that. But both and most critical because we know what is causing and plaguing us in terms of economic difficulties. Poor governance. You cannot run away from telling us about governance and the fight against corruption. So these are things that indeed the undecided want to hear. They are waiting to hear from these leaders to tell them with some sort of certainty what will happen. Right? We also see that there's a gender mix. 47% are female, 53% are male. What will they do to endear themselves to the 53% of males who are currently they're not sure and they are decided about which direction they will take. They need to understand those skills and they need to get those skills back to the school. But there's still 47% of females who are undecided. So these are things that they need to understand as well so that they can make their decisions. But the first and foremost is to deal with your low-hanging fruit. Don't forget your low-hanging fruit. And where you have your strongholds, you make sure that those people in your strongholds actually come out to it. Yeah? So the dynamics in elections and election campaign management, go and get the vote out. Once you get the vote out, you secure the vote. And in getting the vote out, you endear yourself to the electorate, but you also must make sure that while you're endearing yourself to them, meaning you're motivating them to come out and vote in large numbers. Overall, you want them then to vote with you. So there's no point in them coming out to vote, but they vote with you. Correct? So the first thing is please come out in large numbers. Secondly, come out in large numbers and vote for you. The third thing then involves securing that. Securing the vote is ensuring that you have your agent when the vote is taking place and there is no hand going on and that there is confidence with how the transmission of votes and the final vote tally calculation. Yes. No. Listen, let us be clear, and I've said this to you before, right? What are we saying the figures are right now? I want to read them out again so that we are clear. And I think it's linked, as you have correctly said, to Brenda's figures. Raila is at 43%. Ruto is at 37%. Wajakoya is at 4%. Wahiga is at 0.1%. Can we be very clear that this 16% that's undecided will not be undecided on voting? Yeah? So if the 16% overall go to one person, Raila needs 7% extra plus 1% to win. Ruto currently needs, what is 37 to get it to 50? He needs 13% plus 1 to win. The crux of the matter right now, 20 days on to an election. How many days? 26 days to an election. The no-brainer. Each one of them will be fighting for this so that they can bridge the gap and get to perhaps 52, 53%. Okay? But there's no box, my dear, when you go to the book that's called undecided. And the undecided is telling us 93%, which includes this undecided, have told us what they are doing. Yeah? So the fight right now is for who can hear themselves that undecided voter. The young person, male or female, predominantly male right now, who is in the age group 26 to 35 years of age. They are in all regions, but they are very high in Central at 21%, but they are across the board, and 53% of them. Okay? But I've also told you in great detail what the undecided are in each and every county. So in each and every county, it will behoove on the political players to go out there. And this is the 2.5 weeks.
Final one.
Yes.
In relation to that one, we've seen in the report that Wajakoya is featuring almost in every part of the country. What is the likely impact of him as far as the 50 plus 1% is concerned?
I think depending on whether that percentage that he has goes up, he could, yes, influence a runoff. But that is only if in the next 26 days, none of the candidates able to move closer to him. If anybody is currently able to move, say, people as we move closer to the election of 49, then there will be like okay, and he stays at 4%. But if he endears himself and the Roots Party becomes something that Kenyans feel, very happy about, motivated about, then whatever. But as right now, we have 60% who have not said they are going for him, they have not decided. If he's able to get more of the undecided, remember we had 60% undecided. He has gained how many percent? So we can assume that he has gained from where? From that side. Yeah. So if he's able to then get out also to the undecided, which is there, he will not win the election with these numbers, but he will then perhaps change the dynamic if the other two don't work very hard to win. Currently in mountain region, Wajackoy has 4%, but he has support across the board. It's been a while since we've seen a player get support across the board and have such low numbers, which then perhaps caused, what is my own question? My observation cannot the population for is that we have high cost of living, we have rampant corruption or bad governance, and we have the 73% of Kenyans saying they use money. Yeah? What has this then led to? It has led to people wanting and clamoring for something that is disruptive, that is change, that they can just see very quick solution, quick fix. So quick fix like we will trade banks, quick fix like we will sell copper or whatever it is. And it will, and you're told how much money is it. Remember that this undecided is probably plagued by employment. You currently cannot see the cost of anything that you have. Anybody who gives them a solution, what it is to do. Just tell us very quickly in a direct manner, within that your very beautiful manifesto, how are you going to fix unemployment, high cost of living, infrastructure, water, and then definitely tell us how you're going to do this and fix corruption. When some of your ideas are not to be noticed.
What is your comment to the political elites who have seriously been doubting some of these polls?
So the elites have their opinions, and we respect their opinions. We have shared with you the methodology. You will go now and see firsthand how, and I urge you, firsthand how the data is collected. Yesterday, one of my closest friends from university, G, called me excited. Why? For the first time ever, she got a call from me. She said she screamed it out. She told me that it's a great day. I said, why? What happened? I thought she had made some money or something. She said, somebody from Infotrak actually called me. And I said, yeah, it happened. The law probability dictates that one in many, many thousands, you may be that random diet, and you will get called, and you will participate in a survey. The political class is an interested invested party in these numbers that you put. Why? Because it is rating them, it is rating their person, it is rating their performance in terms of popularity. You cannot expect someone who is being rated poorly, who is being said to have reduced in popularity, to say the numbers are fine. Okay. So the first thing that you then do is shoot the messenger. Yeah? With the public. You're shooting the messenger with the public. But I can assure you, as my photo say, in the private confines of their boardrooms and their homes, they consume these numbers that like never before. See them react to these numbers in the picture in days to come. So that you now see people talking about specific issues. Why? Instead it polls, not just our polls, other polls, and also the polls that they do. So how is it that the polls that they do will be correct and this was I was intrigued because I was at the Nairobi debate when one of the gubernatorial candidates persistently kept mentioning polls. Then he was rated as the #1 senator. Which pollster did that? It is Infotrak. But it belongs to a specific political national party and an alliance. Is the poll only right when it rates you well? And then now when you show that you're not as popular as another candidate, it's wrong. The polls are what they are, they're tools. And they are a window at that specific point. Yeah? And eventually, I believe, and it's my hope and prayer that Kenyans will understand who they are. No voice. So when a politician says your voice does not matter, if it's for Rojo, it's nonsense, it's rubbish, it is you they're insulting, not me the vote. Me, I'm a Cynthia message. Yeah? Can we now give the data?
Yes.
Is there any other question? Alisa?